All right, GOP lawmakers in Nebraska, they are now pushing for major changes to the way that state allocates Electoral College votes. Now, Nebraska, they currently split their 5 electoral votes, with 2 votes going to the winner of the statewide popular vote and the other 3 going to the winner of the popular vote in each congressional district. In a letter Wednesday, lawmakers advocated for a winner-take-all system, like 48 other states, stating that Nebraska should speak with a united voice in presidential elections. Senator Lindsey Graham traveled to Nebraska to show his support for this change and its importance, emphasizing how the election literally could come down to a single electoral vote. And there is a scenario under which both Kamala Harris and Donald Trump can have 269 electoral votes and be tied. And that's entirely possible. The next step then would be called a contingent election, in which the House would select the president and the Senate would then select the vice president, with every state voting as a delegation, receiving only 1 vote per state. And what if, say, there's a state that has a delegation where the majority, the congressional majority, happens to be with one party, and yet the state voted for the other party for president? What happens then? Could get confusing. Now, Nebraska could put an end to that possibility in one respect. Joining us now, Nebraska Senator Pete Ricketts, along with Nebraska Congressman Mike Flood. Mr. Ricketts, let's start with you and ask you, I think it's a great idea. I think it should happen. I think 48 other states have the same policy in place. I'm not sure why Nebraska and Maine don't have that policy. My understanding is you are a vote or 2 shy of having enough votes to go to a winner-take-all electoral vote system. Where are we?
You're absolutely right that this is something we should go back to do. I long advocated for us to join the other 48 states in doing winner-take-all. It makes sense, right? I mean, we elect our governors statewide, we elect our senators statewide. You said yourself we should speak with a united voice. As governor, we worked on this every year and typically fell 1 or 2 votes short of getting it passed. And if the Nebraska legislature now has 33 Republicans, that's a filibuster-proof majority, they should take the opportunity and get this done. This is something that would be, good for the state of Nebraska to join the other 48 states. And, I've long advocated for it. I think we should try and get it done.
Yeah. Congressman Flood, let's get your take on it.
Well, for 125 years, Nebraska did it the right way. Then the Democrats pushed in the mid-90s to do it this way, to dilute the votes of conservative Republicans and find an advantage. If every other state did it the way Nebraska and Maine do it, in 2012, Mitt Romney would have beat Barack Obama. But you don't see any Democrat states doing this. We need to speak with one voice. We're a small state. We've got 5 votes. We're a Republican state. And if this were such a good idea and the Democrats really believed in it, wouldn't they be doing it in their states to share some of their votes with us? I think it's just something we have to get done. It's an issue of fairness.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk about, you have the state legislature, Senator, that has to weigh in on this. My understanding is they're very close to having enough votes to pass it. Do you believe this will pass?
I think that's something that we should be taking a shot at getting done. As you noted a little bit earlier, our entire federal delegation sent a letter to our governor and the speaker of our legislature really saying this is an important thing for Nebraska and encourage them to get it done. And that's where we stand. This is something that if we've got the opportunity, we should go ahead and get it done.
Yeah. Congressman?
Well, I was there with Lindsey Graham yesterday in Nebraska. He spoke to the legislature, and, he really laid it on the line. He said, this is the difference. This election is the difference between Iran with a nuclear weapon or Iran without one. It's the difference between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. And as a state like Nebraska, we bleed red. We believe in a strong national defense, and we believe in a foreign policy of strength and not retreat. There are a lot of things on the line here, and speaking with one voice makes sense. I think Lindsey was an absolute statesman when he spoke to our legislature yesterday. I could see heads nodding. There are 1 or 2 members, 3 at most, that are having some reservations. They ask questions like, well, is this fair? And at the end of the day, is it fair? Do the Democrats think this is fair? They think it's so fair that none of them do it in any other state. besides Maine. And so, yes, there's some more work to do. We've got to get a couple of more votes. We're not getting strong no's from those that have objected, but we are getting a lot of questions. And Americans need to focus in on this and ask, where is Nebraska going? We better go the right way.
Well, I mean, I think it's more. If 48 other states do it, and you had this system in place for 120 years.
We've had the system everybody else has for 125 years. We've only had this system since the mid-90s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you both. That's an important vote if you're in Nebraska. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.